Less than 24 hours after Egypt was eliminated from the 2026 World Cup, their federation did something no other team had done this tournament. They filed an official complaint demanding a referee and his entire team be removed from the competition. This is the story of why FIFA cannot answer that complaint without incriminating itself. The match took place in Atlanta on July 7, 2026, in the round of 16 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Egypt faced defending champions Argentina, and for most of the night, the underdogs controlled the game. Yasser Ibrahim opened the scoring in the 15th minute. Egypt led 1-0 deep into the second half. In the 58th minute, Mostafa Ziko appeared to double the lead, finishing off a fast break that started from deep inside Egyptian territory. Players celebrated. Then the video assistant referee intervened. The review rewound roughly 17 to 20 seconds before the goal to a challenge between Egypt's Marwan Attia and Argentina's Lisandro Martinez. Replay showed Attia stepping on Martinez's foot during the build-up. French referee François Letexier was sent to the pitchside monitor, and the goal was disallowed. 9 minutes later, Mostafa Ziko scored again, and this time the goal stood. Egypt led 2-0 with the clock working against the champions. Then the match turned. In the 79th minute, Lionel Messi assisted Cristian Romero for Argentina's first goal. 4 minutes later, Messi scored the equalizer himself. During this stretch, Egypt appealed for 2 separate fouls inside or near the Argentina box. The first involved substitute Hamdi Fathi, who Egypt said was pulled back by Alexis McAllister. The second involved Mohamed Salah, who went down under a challenge from Julian Alvarez. Neither incident was reviewed by the video assistant referee. Play continued both times. In the 93rd minute, Argentina broke forward, and Enzo Fernandez scored the winning goal from a cross by Lautaro Martinez. The final score was 3-2 in favor of Argentina. In the chaotic aftermath, Egypt's goalkeeping coach, Safwan El-Sahir, received a red card after having to be physically restrained near referee François Letexier. Several Egypt players received yellow cards during the confrontation. The following morning, the Egyptian Football Association released a formal statement. It read, "The Egyptian Football Association cannot remain silent regarding the refereeing decisions witnessed during the match against Argentina, as well as the failure to make appropriate use of the video assistant referee system." The statement continued, "Several key incidents raised serious concerns and left profound questions about the consistency and fairness of decisions that directly influenced the course of the game." This was not limited to a press release. Egyptian Football Federation President Hani Abo Rida filed a formal complaint with FIFA, demanding an investigation into referee François Letexier and his officiating team. The Federation's statement regarding the complaint said, Abo Rida demanded the investigation of the entire team of referees, including the video technology referees, because of the blatant errors, and insisting on not reviewing some of the footage that we believe are in favor of the Egyptian national team. It added that the Federation sought the exclusion of the referee and the entire crew from the World Cup after investigating these mistakes and proving the crime of discrimination against the Egyptian national team. Head coach Hassam Hassan addressed reporters after the match without softening his language. He said, "I do not want to put it nicely and talk about hard luck. We have been cheated unfairly today. We have suffered injustice." He continued, "We haven't seen respect or fair play. There has not been respect or fair play." In a separate interview with broadcaster Bain Sports, Hassan said, "Perhaps they wanted to keep the world champions in the competition. Perhaps they wanted Messi to stay in the running." Forward Mostafa Ziko was direct in his own assessment. He told reporters he's throwing away the hard work of his entire nation. From the start of the match, he was coming at us like it's unacceptable for us to be beating Argentina 2-0. The tournament is rigged. Egypt's complaint did not stand alone. Several respected broadcasters and former players publicly agreed that the officiating lacked consistency. Former goalkeeper Rob Green, working for the American broadcast, said the disallowed goal was not something the video assistant referee should have reached back for, noting the foul occurred a full length of the pitch away from where the goal was scored. Former England captain Alan Shearer wrote that either both incidents were fouls or neither was, drawing a direct comparison between the disallowed Egypt goal and the ignored Salah appeal. Former England international Ian Wright made a similar argument, stating that if officials were willing to review a build-up incident to disallow a goal for Argentina, the same standard needed to apply to the Salah incident. Former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher said that in major European leagues, the disallowed goal would have stood even after video review. German officiating analysts also weighed in. Regarding the late penalty appeal involving Mohamed Salah, one German referee commentator stated plainly, "For me, that is a penalty," while adding that the contentious calls throughout the match went against Egypt. Notably, this same analyst also acknowledged that the video assistant referee procedures were technically followed correctly, separating the question of consistency from any suggestion of rule violation. FIFA's response came from Pierluigi Collina, the organization's chief refereeing officer. In an official statement, Collina said, "Of course, constructive discussion about decisions will always be part of football, but unfounded allegations have no place in our sport." He continued, "Nobody can question the integrity of the FIFA World Cup match officials. When this happens, it may provoke reactions that lead to threats against them and their families. This is not right," he added. "Equally, nobody can claim that FIFA refereeing can be influenced by anyone, not even by the FIFA president." Collina stated that during a competition, FIFA prefers not to focus on specific incidents. He then addressed both disputed incidents directly. Regarding the disallowed goal, he said, "If a foul is identified in the build-up and is deemed to have had an impact on the goal, the VAR will recommend an on-field review. There is no defined limit regarding either the distance from goal or the amount of time between the incident and the goal." He confirmed that replay showed Marwan Atiyah clearly treads on the foot of Argentina number 6, Lisandro Martinez. He added, "We believe that a foul is a foul, regardless of whether the foul appears obvious. If the referee did not see it on the field of play, the VAR can intervene." Regarding the Salah incident, Collina explained the distinction between a foul and ordinary physical contact. He stated, "Stepping on an opponent's foot is a foul, whereas a defender who touches the ball first and then makes normal football contact has not committed a foul." He confirmed that the referee and the VAR deemed it normal football contact between Egypt number 10 Mohamed Salah and Argentina number 10 Julian Alvarez. There is technical basis for Collina's position. Video assistant referee protocol does not set a fixed time or distance limit for reviewing fouls that occur during an attacking possession phase. Similar rulings have occurred in other competitions, including a disallowed goal for Aston Villa against Brentford after a review traced back to an incident near the opposite touchline, and a disallowed goal for Fulham against Chelsea after Rodrigo Muniz was found to have stepped on the foot of Trevoh Chalobah during a build-up sequence. Egypt led 2-0 with 11 minutes remaining before Argentina scored 3 consecutive goals. This context exists independently of any officiating dispute. Egypt's complaint arrived at FIFA amid a broader pattern of disputes during the tournament. Belgium filed a complaint over the reversal of a red card issued to Folarin Balogun. Ecuador filed a complaint after fans surrounded their team hotel with horns and fireworks the night before a match. Iran filed a complaint regarding travel restrictions that required their squad to cross the United States-Mexico border multiple times around their group stage matches. These 4 complaints, from 4 different federations, arrived within the same tournament. Underlying this pattern was an earlier controversy involving United States President Donald Trump, who contacted FIFA President Gianni Infantino regarding a red card issued to United States striker Folarin Balogun during a match against Bosnia and Herzegovina. The suspension tied to that red card was subsequently reduced using a clause that had not previously been applied at a World Cup. FIFA reviews referee performances after every match, but has historically declined to comment publicly on those reviews. Officiating assignments for the quarterfinal stage are typically announced 24 to 48 hours before kickoff. Should François Letexier not receive an assignment for the remaining rounds of the tournament, FIFA is not expected to publicly explain the decision either way. Additional scrutiny followed days after Egypt's elimination, when FIFA appointed an entirely Argentine officiating team for the quarter-final between France and Morocco. The assignment included referee Facundo Tello, assistant referees Juan Pablo Bellotti and Gabriel Chade, fourth official Dario Herrera, and reserve assistant referee Christian Navarro. Regarding the assignment, France defender Dayot Upamecano told reporters, "I'm not going to focus on who the referee will be. We've never done that before. We're going to focus on Morocco." For Egypt, the tournament represented significant milestones regardless of the outcome against Argentina. The team recorded its first ever World Cup win, its first group stage progression, and its first knockout stage victory. Egypt has won the Africa Cup of Nations 7 times, but had not previously advanced this far at a World Cup. The team was 11 minutes from reaching the quarterfinals for the first time in its history before Argentina's comeback. Argentina advanced to face Switzerland in the quarterfinals, continuing their pursuit of consecutive World Cup titles. FIFA has acknowledged receipt of Egypt's complaint and has stated that a review of the officiating will take place, consistent with its standard post-match procedures, though it has not indicated a public timeline for any further response beyond Collina's initial statement defending the officials.